I'm Ryan and I'm a senior in high school. I've been assigned a senior project in order to graduate, which is um, something that you're passionate about, that you can cover and have fun with it. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do until one day in class, Abby performed an autobiomonologue, which means she wrote it herself, about misophonia. And it really got me interested, and I wanted to share this story. So I asked her, and she accepted, and so we are now covering the story about her journey through misophonia, Abby's journey through misophonia, if you will. So please enjoy the journey with us.
Hey, it's Abby.
And I'm Ryan.
So I should probably introduce myself. I'm from Nebraska. I'm 15, a sophomore in high school. I'm involved in lots of activities like theater, choir, show choir, and just lots more.
You mentioned you do a lot of things in school, but can you tell us more about your misophonia?
I have misophonia. Misophonia literally means the hatred of sounds. Some of these include chewing, breathing. My mom's voice is one. Like the S sound, I can't stand that. I just have lots and lots of them. They're commonly referred to as triggers, but I prefer to call them stimuli. And my stimuli aren't only audible, they're visual too.
So, Abby, how does misophonia affect your life?
Okay, so misophonia affects a lot of aspects of my life. A main one is relationships. The main relationship it affects is the one with my mom, and that's because she initiates a lot of my stimulations. So it's really difficult to be in the car with my mom, especially because I don't have the flight mode available to me in, flight or fight or flight, which I prefer not to fight. I don't like arguing about my misophonia. It gives me anxiety and such. Let's see, it also affects school. School is a really big one, but I'm thankful because I have a 504 plan. A 504 plan is basically, I don't qualify for special ed because I don't have like a disorder like autism or anything, but I still have adaptations available to me. Some of these include, well, I'm allowed to wear headphones in school, listening to music or white noise. I'm allowed extra test time because, if someone's like sniffling during a test, then I'll obviously be very annoyed by that. So I'm allowed, I'm allowed to have more time on the test then. I can also leave class whenever I want to if I'm just having a really bad day with my misophonia, and I have a separate lunch area so I don't have to be around people like chewing all the time. Another way it affects my life is like the social aspect. Some days are just not good for me at all with misophonia. I mean, it's to the point where I can't function some days, and I just lash out kind of at my friends, which really kind of sucks because I can't be around my friends, and they're one of my main support groups. So sometimes if I'm having a really bad day with misophonia, I can't go hang out with them, or I don't know, I can't be around them at all. It just really stinks.
I have a question. Flipping it back around to me, does your misophonia I don't know, vary with the days. Like one day it's bad, one day it's not so bad.
Yeah, my misophonia does really vary from day to day. I don't want to say it's random because it's not, but I mean, taking away science, it does feel random. Misophonia, what I've been taught from the neurotherapist I go to, is that gluten, or just diet in general, is a big aspect of why we don't feel great, like, on certain days. Normally when you eat gluten, like 2 days later, because that's the time it takes to go through your stomach, get digested, and be absorbed, 2 days later it inflames your brain, and that's what affects your misophonia. So normally, like, if I eat gluten, then 2 days later I will have a really bad day. Other times when I'm stressed, or just not having a good day not related to misophonia, it'll just be a lot worse, and I don't really have any control over that. So yeah. So I heard about treatment for misophonia on a Facebook group I'm on. It's a support group for misophonia. So I heard about Jamie Moore in Omaha, Nebraska, which is really good because I live in Nebraska, so that was just kind of a really positive start to a better life, I guess, with misophonia. So that's how I heard about Jamie Moore and More Neurotherapy. So we scheduled a consultation meeting where we met with Jamie, and he told us about all his different studies on misophonia and sensory issues in general. And he told us that he deals with sensory issues as well. So he really understands, he doesn't have misophonia, but he understands how I feel, basically, and why I am this way. He understands, which is really nice, because I didn't have anyone in my life before that who did understand. So he gave us a really great impression that day when we met with him first, and my mom and I left with hope, which is something we hadn't had in a really long time. So we scheduled appointments with Jamie so we could continue the process so I could start feeling better. So I had my brain mapped, which was pretty cool. I put on a cap with a bunch of sensors on it, and he put gel in my hair so the sensors could better pick up my brain. And I just sat there and got to watch Netflix for an hour while he mapped my brain, which that was a new experience for me. It was pretty cool, actually. So then a week later, he did all the math and put it onto a diagram, which we got to see, and he explained it all to us.
Hey Abby, this is probably a good place to stop for this week, but we'll pick it up again next week. Same place, same time, and we get to learn more about you, so yeah.
So that's all we have time for today. Come back next week. We'll have videos each week. We'll be talking about what it's like having a brain mapping and how I'm doing with my dieting and nutrition. So come back here next week, the same time.
Yeah, come back. It'll be a really good time, and please stay tuned. See you guys next week. Last words from Abby real quick. Boom.
Don't forget to like and comment on this video. If you have any questions, I would be more than happy to address them either in the comment section or in my next video possibly. So, yeah. See ya. We out.